Hey, Today All Day. We've got a great show for you on this Friday morning. Let's kick it off with the latest pop culture news you need to know. Take a look.
Best time of the morning, but also the most confusing time of the morning.
What happened?
I'm supposed to be at the Ryder Cup in Wisconsin, but my flight was canceled last night.
Because of the weather?
Because of the weather here in New York.
I'm sorry.
After a long delay. Never happened, but it wasn't meant to be.
Okay.
Never argue with their airlines.
Good to have you.
They don't want to fly? I don't want to fly either.
Right.
I don't want to go either.
Keep it safe.
Today does mark the weekend. There's the biggest event for golf fans. We're talking about the Ryder Cup. It's the competition that sees the best players from the United States taking on Europe's top golfers. And to give us a look inside the competition, we'll go live from Whistling Straits course in beautiful Kohler, Wisconsin. NBC Sports' own Mike Tirico. We also got two-time NBA MVP Steph Curry. Steph's joining the fun this weekend as an insider for NBC Sports. Guys, good morning. Let me start with you, Steph. They got you working this weekend. It's well documented how much you love golf. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to try to be inside the ropes, give a different, perspective, about the Ryder Cup. This is obviously an amazing competition. It's the highlight of the golf calendar. But sometimes you need, another perspective from the basketball lens. I love golf, obviously. I've been in big stages before, but there's nothing like this. This is my first time out here, so excited to share what I see and what I know.
Mike, USA looks so good on paper. We always do. 9 out of the top 10 golfers in the world. We've got home field advantage at Coach Stricker's own home state course there in Wisconsin. The fans are all predominantly American because of the European and the COVID. They couldn't get there. There's just almost no reason on paper the USA should lose. Yet in the last 20 years, we've only won pretty much once. What is it going to take for USA to do it this time?
You hit it, Carson. There's everything in the U.S.'s favor for their side, but the Ryder Cup is just different. Steph and I were just watching the play on the first hole. You still got some of the best in the world on the European side. John Rahm was #1 in the world, Sergio Garcia, Rory McIlroy. Stalwarts in the Ryder Cup over the years like Ian Poulter or Lee Westwood. So there's plenty of experience. There's actually more Ryder Cup experience on the European side. But the U.S. is fueled by the crowd. I was over at the first tee when the tee shots were hit 15 minutes ago. It's nuts over there. The sun's coming up over Lake Michigan. It's an awesome scene. I'm so glad you didn't confuse me and Steph. I'm not the NBA player. Steph is. So great move by you, Carson, to be able to figure that out.
Thank you. Steph, did you give the team a pep talk? I mean, did you talk to any of the guys? What's the mindset of our team?
No pep talk. I left that up to the team captain, Steve Stricker, who obviously it's a hometown vibe for him. But they don't need a pep talk. Like you said, it's about just going out there and competing, enjoying the moment. I can't imagine like the adrenaline rush on the first tee box when you're playing a team event and you have the entire Team USA on your shoulders. So maybe if they need something during the round, I can give them a little something. Maybe read a putt for them or two. But we'll see what happens.
I'm taking you over to that first tee as soon as we're done here. You're going to get up close and feel it. It's the best event in golf in terms of the atmosphere around the first tee.
Yeah, it certainly is. And I guess, Mike, we'll end with the last 3 Ryder Cups. The team with the home field advantage have won by a wide margin. Fans have a lot to do with that. What do you think about this year?
Well, there's a big part to that. And because of the pandemic, international folks can't travel. So there's not the singing, the chanting of the European side that we see even when the Ryder Cup is here in the U.S. It was 95% U.S. over there in the stands. We can hear the USA chants from over here right now.
I can hear it. I'm so bummed I'm not there.
If it's anything with the atmosphere, the U.S. team will be great. But it'll be fun. It usually comes down to Sunday, and we miss you, Carson. Man,
I'm so bummed. Guys, have fun for me. Just inside baseball, one quick question, Mike. The 12th hole, the par 3, there's a swatch back there, back right. That's only about 8 paces. Are they going to put a pin back there this weekend?
What? Huh?
Twice. 2 of the 5 times they'll be back there. Welcome to the Golf Channel.
Steph,
have
fun, buddy. I appreciate your time. Mike, as always, thank you. Don't forget, you can watch the Ryder Cup, and who's not going to be watching it all weekend long on the Golf Channel, Peacock, and, of course, right here on NBC.
Here's the thing about Tirico. You asked him that question, and off the top of his head.
He's ready.
Of course he knows.
He knows.
He's the best. God, he's the best.
So are you, Carson.
He's also
you're right up there. Yeah, should have been there.
Good for. Next up, Kristen Stewart. I will not get. There's no deep dive on the Kristen Stewart story. We're finally getting a first look at the actress in her upcoming role as Princess Diana for the highly anticipated movie Spencer. The studio releasing the first teaser yesterday, and following a positive reception at the recent fall festival circuit, there's already been some Oscar buzz for her performance. Let's take a look.
Well, here, in this house, there is no future. Past and the present are the same thing. Diana, they can't change. You have to change.
You have to be able to do things you hate.
You hate?
There has to be 2 of you. There's the real one and the one they take pictures of. Diana, for the good of the country.
Of the country?
do you think, guys?
Yes.
It looks
Yes.
good.
The answer is yes.
Spencer's hitting theaters on November 5th. Next up, Super Mario Brothers, one of the most beloved cast of characters in video gaming history, getting the Hollywood treatment again. Nintendo announcing an all-star lineup. Wait for you to hear these names for the franchise's upcoming animated movie. Leading the cast, Chris Pratt will be the voice of Mario. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia actor Charlie Day as Luigi, and the Queen's Gambit breakout star Anya Taylor-Joy will be Princess Peach. Other cast members, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key.
Wow.
Yeah, Seth Rogen, and the list goes on. Super Mario Brothers film is set to premiere in December of next year.
Welcome back. Today on the third hour, the gang dishes on all the latest. And trust me, they're not holding back. Check it out.
So have you been watching TV recently? Chances are you've seen commercials for a whole array of these new smartphones.
Samsung, Google, Apple, all recently announcing some new designs.
I guess the big question, how do you know if it's the right time to upgrade?
Our investigative and consumer correspondent, Vicki Wynn, is here to help us make that decision. And good morning. I feel like the phones came over and we immediately started looking at the phones.
Oh, yeah,
I haven't looked at you
Everybody
yet.
wants to play with them.
Hello.
No, that's okay. Good morning. Hello. Yeah, I had to do a lot of homework for this segment.
I bet you did. So how do you know if it's time to even bother with one of these upgrades?
I think the first question we all have to ask ourselves is, do you want a new phone or do you need a new phone? And if it's want, then maybe take a pause and think about waiting, because that's better for your wallet and it's better for the environment. If you actually need a new phone, here are the questions to ask that could help you. First, is your phone broken? Does it malfunction? Does it actually do what you need it to do? This is an important one. Can your phone get the very latest software updates? We're always, behind on doing that. That's what protects your privacy and your information. So you want a phone that can do that. How's your network coverage? Are you always dropping phone calls, and is it really annoying to get on the internet? And finally, if you can't connect your phone to the wireless charger or your new headphones, that might be a sign it's time to get a new one.
There's some people who just want a new phone because it's cool.
Exactly.
But so tell me, there are certain phone issues, though, that are curable, if you will. So you really don't need a new phone.
Totally. And Dylan, I'm sorry you cracked your phone this morning. The
This
screen,
is the back
right?
You're not on the list.
It's the back part.
Okay, so I can deal with
that. Yeah.
Well, that's just the
bad.
case, right?
Yeah.
But even if it were the front, it's actually the phone, the back of the phone.
You must have really slammed that thing down.
Well, I haven't slept.
Craig's about to.
I was trying to get it up. I was trying to get it up.
Now you get a new phone. Okay, so let's look at this
He
list.
really wants you to get a new phone. Okay, so if the screen is cracked or if the battery's not working so well, those things can be replaced, right? If you are having an issue with data storage, like you're just running out of space for things, well, you can start backing your photos and texts or whatever you want to save up to the cloud. So those are very fixable. The litmus test here is really if it costs more than half the cost of a new phone to fix your old phone, then just get the new phone.
More than half.
Yeah, that's your benchmark.
So let's talk about these new phone models that are coming out, and are they worth upgrading to? I gotta be honest with you, I don't need a new phone right now. But that's really cool.
It is really cool.
Yeah,
The fold.
Doesn't it feel so wrong? Okay, we'll start with this one since you picked up. This is the Galaxy Samsung 3, the Fold. Oh, no, sorry, this is the Flip. That one over there, take that one, Greg or Dylan.
Makes
That's
no sense that you can
the
fold a screen.
It's like you can fold it like a book.
Yeah,
it's
look at that,
amazing.
it bends.
See if we can get a tight shot. But it just feels wrong, but so right at the same time.
It feels wrong, but so right. Wait, that's
love
so
that.
funny.
And apparently these are good. They're not going to have those problems the early folds did, where the screen was like, I don't want to
These aren't cheap.
They are not. That one's $1,800.
Hello? Hello?
Right?
Hello?
But these are waterproof. You know what? That's how you use your headphones. It really depends on how you use your phone. If you are using it more to read and surf the web, the bigger the better, really.
But how do you
yeah, you're not going to hold it up to your ear.
I bet you can
giant
leave it like that.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, you can do that, Craig.
That's
so anyway,
hard.
but if you
can
get new phones, these just came out in August, so these are really top of the line. They've got all the features, fast refresh, great camera systems.
So can you get deals on these?
There you go.
You can, absolutely. So the Pixels right now, the 5s that Google has, they're expected to come out with new 6s in October. So these will go down in price, and that will be a great way to get a deal. And that happens with all phones, whether it's the iPhone 13 that came out today, so the 12s and 11s and 10s.
The others will come down?
Exactly. That's going to help. You also want to search online because the Samsungs are on sale. But if you can wait a little bit, Black Friday is right around the corner. That's when we're going to see really good deals. You also want to remember, if you are an educator, if you're in the military, there are healthcare workers even, there are discounts to be had that way. So think about those. And, of course, if you switch carriers, that's another way to get a really good deal on a new phone.
So do some homework first before you just go out and try to...
You have the 13, by the way. You like
this
it?
This is the 13. Well, if you like taking Photos, the camera is upgraded. I guess supposedly the battery is better on it.
Yeah, that's a big question for a lot of people. Should I get the iPhone 13? The experts at CNET are saying, look, if you've got a 12 or an 11, the camera and the cinema features are better on this. So if you do a lot of video recording and filming, fine, the 13. But if you can wait, there's still the same fast processing. You can surf the internet just as well. So don't feel like you're missing out if you're not ready to upgrade to the 13.
There are still people who have the traditional flip phone.
Yes.
You know, they don't want the whole smartphone thing, but 3G is going away.
I know, and this is a very big deal for a lot of people, and it's not just phones. 3G service is going to be eliminated by all the major carriers, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile. So that's medical devices, that's your security cameras, that's your tablets as well. So you really want to get in touch with your carrier right now. Look up whether your devices are going to be affected and figure out what's the option for you, what can you trade in for, so you can be ready for 5G. That's very important. And the FCC actually has something called the Lifeline, which helps for low-income people. So look into that, because you don't want to be caught not being able to use your device.
Especially if you can't reach 911.
Vicky, you're so good. Look, not a single note. Like, I mean, we have papers all over the place.
She's a pro.
Thank you, Vicky.
She's like an iPad
A lot of cramming.
All that homework paid off. Thank you, Vicky.
Welcome back today on Hoda and Jenna. We made it through the week, so now it's time to leave you smiling as we head into the weekend. Check it out.
So I think it was last week, we did a little segment we renamed A Little Meme Time, because you guys are so good at captions. I got to tell you, super cute. You guys are very clever. So we're bringing that back again. We're going to bring back our little meme time.
Okay, so this week we posted this photo. Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
From Monday's show on our social media accounts.
I got to know what people said here.
I know.
Let's hear
what you said. Here are your captions. Okay, we got 1,000 responses. So here are our favorites. Ready? Nancy Power wrote, "What do you mean I only have 1 cup a day?"
Oh, I like that. What do you mean? I only have one cup a day.
Okay, good. You're right. Your translation
is better.
What?
All right, Allie Smith sent in this. Tell me you're a tired working mom without telling me you're a tired working mom. That's good.
By the way, I never understand those, because you're telling.
But you're showing.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Tell me, not show me.
Tell me.
That's all you had to do.
Okay.
Allison Lear said, when it's Tuesday and not Friday.
That's good, too. Raina Davidman went with this one. Just a typical mom drinking coffee during the minute she hears the kids get out of bed.
It's so true. That first cup of coffee, I'm like, wait.
Just let me
I need 1 second before you start to harass me.
Right, before the day begins and doesn't end.
Exactly. Jennifer Fawcett wrote, kindergarten week 1.
All right, and we have, this one we have to wrap. Julie suggested this. What? I like big cups and I cannot lie.
We had to sing that one.
Okay.
And finally, Adrienne Kelly, she wrote, when they tell you that their product will get your legs like Carrie Underwood and face like J-Lo.
Don't you love all those products that are like, do you want my glow? You're like, yeah, but you're Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, you just look like that.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you want to join in on the fun next week, follow us at social media at Hoda and Jenna, and you might see your meme on the show.
All right, so here's a question for us and for you guys, too. So do you consider yourself an oversharer?
Yes. Are you an oversharer?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Sometimes if it's right there on the hairy edge, you jump. Like you give it. You deliver it. Because you love the reaction.
I like a laugh.
You like a laugh.
I like a laugh, and I see it in Poppy, too.
Yeah.
Because I see her, like, stand to do something, and then it's like we're sort of laugh, and then all of a sudden she's, like, mooning us, and I'm like, oh, no. But I don't overshare. I think it's positive things or funny, like, I do share hilarious, embarrassing stories.
You like that.
If there's a table full of laughter.
Yeah, because that's fun.
Right?
I do think that there are oversharers, and, sometimes you're on a first date.
Have you ever overshared on a first date?
Not on a first date, because I'm conscious of that, because I feel like that is the very thing that will make the guy run away.
Don't do it.
It's like, and then I got divorced, and it was you're not going to believe what happened, and the guy's like, ew, crazy.
You know what? If you read the rules in the 90s, remember the rules?
I don't remember what the rules were.
I'm going to have to look back to remember what the rules, but I can guarantee you one was like, do not lead with your stuff.
Oh, yeah, with all your junk.
You kind of want to keep it a little tight.
Yeah, and give a little here and a little there. Don't give all of your scars. But some people like that's how they see themselves. Like, I'm a divorcee, I'm a cancer survivor. They will see themselves through that lens, kind of. That's their jam.
Yeah. Okay. Well, an article in the New York Times that examined the reason people overshare when they first meet someone, and it turns out than when you're stressed or nervous, like on a first date.
You just blurt it all out.
You don't have the willpower.
Well, because you don't know what else to say, and all of a sudden have you ever just said something, you're like, why did I say that?
Yes.
That was so dumb.
Yes, I mean, everybody has that feeling. But I do think there's some stories worth repeating. But my husband is like, why did you tell the entire table about like that humiliating time you did this? And I'm like, they thought it was funny.
And plus, it doesn't like you're not hurt. It doesn't bother you.
No, it might bother him slightly.
Yeah, that happens.
No,
it's okay.
No, okay.
All right, it is time to find out who our best fan friend on this Friday is. It's our first call of the fall.
Okay, we are about to call a 30-year-old named Rachel Martin. She lives in Massillon, Ohio, with her wife Jackie.
Yeah. Now, Rachel happens to be a working model.
They're beautiful.
Rachel's true passion actually lies behind the camera.
As a photographer. Okay, but this supermodel also doubles as a super fan, so let's give her a call.
Come on, Rachel.
Rachel's gorgeous.
Oh, it's stunning.
So is Jackie.
Are we calling? Oh my God,
taking a long time.
Oh,
this sweater. This sweater looks like an 80s sweater when I look at it. I think my mom had this exact one.
Hello,
Rachel!
Oh my gosh!
Rachel, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh! It's not Hoda!
It's Hoda and Jenna. Is that your puppy?
It's not Hoda!
Yes, it is! How are you?
I'm in shock.
Rachel, first of all, you're a model and we know why. Okay? We're just going to begin there. Wow.
Oh my God. I can't believe this is real.
Rachel, we heard you love to read. Is that right?
I love to read.
What are you reading now?
I'm actually reading one of Jenna's books. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. There's so many.
I'm shaking right now.
Okay, wait. We're gonna play a little game, a little round of trivia, okay? Because we want you to win something.
Okay. So so here's the question. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you can ask Jackie if she's there if you need help too.
She's not here, unfortunately.
She's not there? Okay, well, we'll tell her hi later. But okay, here's the question. We love having viewers vote on our outfits for Tuesday, and this week we turned it up a notch, okay? And we had a close friend in the Today Show family style us.
She picked our
Savannah!
Okay, that is correct, Rachel. So my fellow bookworm, we heard that your dream is to have a huge gallery wall of books in your home. So guess what? Barnes & Noble is sending you a $350 gift certificate along with a selection of books from their September book club picks.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
What a pleasure it is meeting you and seeing you. You're so sweet. Give our love to Jackie,
Thank you.
too.
I love you guys so much.
We
you guys
love
are
you,
amazing.
too.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
And if you happen to be one of our most loyal viewers or you want to nominate somebody who is, head to hodaandjenna.com and maybe we'll call you next.
Oh,
sweet.
We love her.
Love.
We want her to come visit us one day, right?
I know.
Okay.
It's time.
It is Superfood Friday, and this morning we're going all in on fall. Today, nutritionist Joy Bauer is here to serve up 2 must-haves for the season. Good morning.
Hey, Joy.
Good morning, guys. Oh my gosh, I have 2 fabulous fall recipes, and these are things that typically we get out in restaurants. So I'm excited to show you how simple they are. And we're starting with a hearty harvest bowl.
What goes into it as a base?
5 steps here. The first step is a leafy green base. Next, and it could be any kind of leafy greens, any mesclun mix or arugula or kale or spinach, they're all good for you. And next we have our grains. So I'm putting in quinoa, but you can use wild or brown rice. You could use whole grain noodles. Anything goes because you are the boss of your bowl. Next, it's all about the roasted vegetables. So I did some seasonal picks. I have sweet potato, Brussels, and red onion. But broccoli florets can go in there, cauli.
And what's your trick to roasting them?
High heat, 425 for about 25 minutes. And all I do is I mist them with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and sometimes fresh thyme because, you really want to feel those fall flavors. And next is the... Yeah, so I'm, again, sticking with the season. I have sliced apples. Sometimes I do pear. If you don't want to slice, you can chop. It's a little bit easier to eat. Or you could throw in some raisins or even like dried cranberries. And, of course, the protein. So here I'm doing grilled chicken, but this could also be salmon. It could be sliced eggs. You could do lentils, shrimp, anything goes. And a little bit of garnish, you know, again, seasonal, some pumpkin seeds. I have here almonds, pomegranate seeds. And on Instagram and ontoday.com, I gave a recipe for a light balsamic vinaigrette and a lemon vinaigrette that you could pour over it. But again, so easy. I'm just going to hold this up before.
Because it checks off all the boxes of things you'd want to eat.
Yeah.
Yum.
It's your food pyramid in a bowl.
Beautiful and hearty and nourishing.
Okay.
The best of everything.
Yeah. All right. Now is this your favorite?
Well, you know, I'm dead set against the pumpkin spice, but Joy's got something, a latte that actually has pumpkin in it, which is my big complaint. There's never really any pumpkin.
Joy saves the day.
Al, I'm like hoping, I'm on a mission to make a PSL lover out of you. So here's the thing, like if you're like me and so many people just become obsessed during October with these pumpkin spice lattes, instead of getting them out most days during October, if you end up making this version I'm going to show you, at the end of the month, you're going to save about $100 and 4,000 calories. Wow. I mean, that's pretty huge. Okay. And it's easy. So I'm starting with just 3/4 cup of milk. I have almond milk here, but this works with cow's milk. It works with soy milk, coconut milk, any milk goes. Here's the real pumpkin. It's canned pumpkin puree, and I'm just adding in 2 tablespoons. Whoops, this is my vanilla extract. Almost had a little, whoa, crash. So vanilla extract.
It looks good, though.
Here's a little bit of maple syrup and my pumpkin pie spice. Now, let me show you on the stove. We're just going to simmer this up.
Right.
Going to make the whole thing. Simmer it up. It's going to look like this. It comes together very quickly. And you pour it into your mug. And I'm going to add either 1 ounce of espresso, or I'm putting brewed coffee in, just 1/4 cup. And because everything's better with a little bit of whipped cream, guys, I'm going to give it a
There you go.
You know what? I think you're right, Al.
I would give that a
Yeah.
shot. I really love that.
To try that.
Joy, thank you so much.
That looks
We're
great.
going to try. Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.